Now, Hollywood superstar Eugene Levy is here, making headlines all over the world thanks to his incredibly candid interview with Prince William on the latest episode of his travel series. Eugene, a delight to have you here today off the back of this incredibly honest, very relaxed conversation. He seemed very at ease with you.
Oh, yeah, what a day that was. Yes, for him too. No, it was an incredible day, honestly. I right from the get-go, when he pulled up on his electric scooter.
Were you expecting a horse-drawn carriage, and then it didn't happen?
Well, in a way, I mean, you know, it's the monarchy. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. You know, some kind of honor guard, something surrounding him. But no, that's how he pulls up, and he set the tone for this delightful conversation right off the bat. You know, he was letting everybody know this is not what you think you would expect if you're talking to the Prince of Wales.
And he just very sort of casually led you through Windsor Castle. I could tell how amazed you were by the history that was surrounding you in those moments as well.
Yeah,
It was a really overpowering moment. But it was the little nuggets about his life that we have never heard before, how he could look out at Eton College, and he spoke about how he would sneak back to Windsor Castle and have dinner with his grandparents.
Yes, I know.
These little moments of thinking, this is really incredible to hear him describe parts of his life.
I know. And I said, I believe I asked him, does he, you know, do you have any laughs in the family? Were you able to make your grandmother laugh? And he said, yes. He also said his grandfather, Prince Philip, was the funniest person in the family, had the driest sense of humor. And those are the kinds of things that, you know, I'm there, I'm listening to it, and in my mind, I'm just kind of thinking, how surreal is this right now? I mean, what I'm experiencing, you know? And
you had no plan exactly, Eugene, in how the day was going to go. You really did roll with it. You were led by him.
Well, there were no do's and don'ts. There were, you know, kind of. I received no instructions about what you can talk about and what you can't talk about, which is kind of an intimidating thing in and of itself. But again, he set the tone for, you know, for how casual and candid a conversation this is going to be, and it was nice that he felt comfortable enough to be that candid.
Very much so, and spoke about it last year being one of the toughest years of his life, obviously with his father, the king, and his wife, both going through cancer and the effects that has on the family and the children. I thought he was particularly sort of relaxed in his delivery of that with you. I mean, we haven't really heard him speak like that before. And I thought that was a really, really wonderful moment, actually. It was a very human moment, as you described him at the end of the interview.
Yes. Yeah, it was a difficult thing to get into, but again, there were no do's and don'ts off the top. So I did get into the question about how difficult a year it was, and I think he was quite ready and willing to be open and honest about it. If he wasn't, I don't think he necessarily would have, you know, got into it in such detail.
Yeah.
But I was just taken aback by what an amazing gentleman he is, you know, so intelligent, such a great sense of humor, as was evident in the trailer when I first heard him say, you know, was getting drunk with the Prince of Wales
in a pub in Windsor.
Your bucket list. Was that on your bucket list?
And it was the bucket, as you described it.
Yeah, that was the bucket, yes.
Yes.
But yes, he definitely set the tone for this.
Yeah.
And you just get the feeling, well, this is going to be there's something different when he finally takes the throne.
Well, interestingly, and I thought there was a real strength when he mentioned it a couple of times, but when he did sit with you in the pub over the pint and he talked about change and that change would be on the agenda. And that he's not fearful of that. I thought that was quite an interesting conversation. What did you take from that in that
Well,
moment?
my sense was that it is kind of going to be a reinvigorated monarchy. That, you know, I think he's setting the tone for something that is going to be not what you think it has always been. Don't know exactly what that is, but that was my sense. That, you know, I was getting out of it. It will be kind of a different, possibly a more modern, more, you know, kind of down to earth, possibly, you know, way to go for the royals.
He did mention American Pie. He was a fan of the movie, which I know took you by surprise, Eugene. I could see that. I was wanting a mention of Schitt's Creek, one of my favourite series of all time.
Oh.
Maybe you can discuss that with him the next time you meet with him, Eugene. Please tell me it's coming back. Your son Dan did say once recently that there was a little kernel of an idea, is how he's described it, that it may come back at some point. There is hope.
Yeah, there
can you
is
tell us
hope.
that?
Never say never.
Never
I mean,
say
never
never.
say never. The
I'll
one
take
thing
that.
we would love to do is actually get back together.
Okay.
And kind of pick up where we left off. But you know, as of right now, if he's got a kernel, that's a good
He's
start.
a colonel, you've got a prince. That's
a
how
good
you roll now,
starting
yeah.
point. Yes, I'll trump him with that, yeah.
Eugene, an absolute pleasure to meet you today. Thank you so much for coming and chatting to us.
Thank you, Christy.
The Reluctant Traveller, it's a wonderful series and you can see the episode with Prince William. It's on Apple TV Plus right now. Hi there, thanks for watching our YouTube channel where we upload new videos every single day. You can click here if you're interested in this video or head to the homepage for some more amazing content.